four pillars, guys. Restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life and protect our children. Restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life and protect our children. That's number one. Number two, dismantle the administrative state and return self-governance to the American people. Three, defend our nation's sovereignty, borders, and bounty against global threats. And four, secure our God-given individual rights to live freely, what our Constitution calls the blessings of liberty.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
back
we are
and you
back
are
and we
muted.
are live. I had to let the pew-pews happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am one half of your host. I am Fresh Mike, and coming to the stage right now is my man with the plan, doing all he can to make it happen for you. He loves you, and we love him for it. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Protocol.
What's happening, family?
Yeah. She says she loves the new set. Thank you. It's been some
It's
work.
pretty lit.
So what do you think, man? He gave me some pew-pews earlier, but now we're live, so I got to soak it all up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
We working on it, man. We're live from the Rumble on Rumble Studios. Amy says hello, Pro. We're back on YouTube as well. Live from the Rumble. You'd think we took the check, but no, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? So
You didn't take the check.
Because the check wasn't offered, and I'd have split it with you. I had to.
I got my check.
Contractually obligated, as they say.
Actually, you know what? I didn't get my check. Hold on, let me see something. Rumble ain't paid me yet.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't work for Rumble. I mean, I do, but I don't. We both do, but we don't. It's the same way we work for Elon and fucking Mark Zuckerberg and all of them. You know what I mean, dude?
Money.
I thought I'd start out the show with a little comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's it's been a long week, bro. It's been a long week. A lot of L's. I feel like, you know what I mean? We're taking some dubs. Say what?
I just said they still sitting on my money.
No, yeah, but they're gonna bring it. They have to bundle it. You know what I'm saying? They're working with Mahomes on bundling your dollar bills.
They're
you know
trying to bundle. What we talking about? Was it State Farm? Huh? What do you think they are? Goddamn, Flow.
They bundle. It's all about that bundle Rooski. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, discount double check. Look at mother.
Anyway, so man, this is how my weeks went. You know what I'm saying? Just a heads up. Watch this.
Wave, mouth dripping in, salt dripping in this thing. Ain't no barbecue sauce, bitch. This is sauce and man. Y'all be dripping in this water. Don't drown in it, man. Trying to go and get this.
You know what I'm saying? That's how my week's been. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good, feeling myself at the club. You know what I mean? At the party, just freestyling. You know, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, you understand.
Hold the skid up. Took different about voir. Sure.
Don't worry, no one's paying me. That was. Could you imagine? That's kind of not fair. You know what I'm saying? I think hitting a man. Can I just say? While a man is in the middle of a freestyle, whacking him hard with a fire extinguisher? That's out of bounds, dog.
Was
You know
that
what
a
I
fire
mean?
extinguisher? It looked like a Nas tank. I was waiting to see.
I think it might have been a
Dominic
nasty because
Toretto.
that one there was a white boy that jumped in the video that had a balloon, and that's that's what they do there, right? So anyway, I got to give him a. You know what I'm saying? And he's literally.
I'm gonna be another rapper dead for popping off at the mouth with shit I shouldn't have said.
So shout out to that homie. But that's the kind of week it is. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, it definitely was a tank sound. Fuego's like, isn't that a nitrous tank, bro? Yeah, definitely like a Nas tank, bro.
That's
Definitely
crazy.
like a Nas tank, boy. Do you know how thick those things are?
Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, I do actually. You know what I'm saying? Because it was $8 a balloon at the rave. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's a whole nother story. We won't get into that.
We're learning more. Look, guys, look, we learn more and more about Fresh Mike every week. Every damn week, we learn more and more about this dude.
Man, let's lay that shit out. Okay, man. So I sold drugs. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I did that. I traveled a little bit. When I did that, I toured as a professional comedian. I wrote for some TV shows. Had a little bit of my own TV show. Let's see here. I'm just giving you highlights. Yeah, man, sold some drugs, did some whole, fake ID exchange stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So the quintessential
man.
white boy.
So, I did some false things. I did some things outside of the lines, but I also knew when and where to pull out, luckily with that. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
We should all be so lucky.
So it's a pretty standard operation.
All be so lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
man, that's the
he
thing.
was
It's
quintessential white boy. That's exactly what he was. Quintessential white. Yep. Moved around the country, sold some drugs, did some comedy, had a TV show, made a lot of money, didn't make no babies. Hey, yeah, hey, look, guy. Look, we should all be so lucky.
In the words of Sublime, I had $1 million, but I spent it all, So what are you going to do, man? It is what it is. It comes and goes.
Wasn't it a great journey, though?
Yeah, no, man, one day people are going to give a shit and I'm going to be able to do something really cool with my experiences. But until then, man, we talk about the news and we fuck with these other people. So, but no, I did not follow the dead. Bro, I actually had a band called Cyrus B. Posse. True story. We were like a 6-piece reggae band in Maui. And we toured the Hawaiian Islands. I played guitar in the band, and it was wonderful. Had a good time. And then from that, that's how I kind of got into comedy. I'd done a couple open mics before then, but I was always the dude in the band making everybody laugh. And they asked me to start doing comedy, before the band would go on. And then I moved to Honolulu and started comedyhawaii.com. And then I got the tours and the TV and blah, 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 blah. So anyway. It was very stony, dude. We had the best week. Of course, we grew that shit. I literally lived in a jungle shack. No electricity, no running water. We figured out how to steal electricity, run really long fucking wires through a jungle. It was wonderful. Haiku Maui. Look it up on Google. Look up Haiku Maui. Very, very small jungle town. We lived just north of there in a jungle shack. It was cool, man. It was summer camp. It was groovy, man. But I learned about living off the land. I learned about fruit. I learned a little bit about hunting, a lot about fishing. It was cool, man. I highly recommend everybody do that for a couple years, or at least a few months. So
I told y'all, quintessential white boy. He just told us he went backpacking in Europe without going backpacking in Europe, right? He went on a church mission trip without going on a church. It's quintessential. Look, man, sounds like all my white friends I knew growing up. God damn it, it's quintessential white boy shit. He went from Eminem in the goddamn trailer park, you know what I'm saying, to backpacking across Europe, making $1 million, doing comedy shit. It's fucking white boy Rick.
Happens all the time. That's just the thing.
Happens all the time.
Fucking producing for the Hoteps. Of course. I mean, who did not think it? You know what's funny about that? I do have to say the one funny thing is how that journey all started is I was working for AOL. If you remember, You've Got Mail and the CD. You might not, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I was working for AOL as customer service in Oklahoma, and this lady called that owned Mana Foods in Paia, Maui. You can look it up. So she owned Mana Foods, and like her internet was trash, and she needed help, and we just kind of hit it off, made some jokes. And she's like, if you ever get to Maui, look me up. And I'm like, I would love to come to Maui. She's like, well, she's like, it costs a lot. I'm like, no. I'm like, do you have any job openings? I would come work for you. She's like, I always have job openings in my kitchen, but you won't make much. And I was like, fuck it. And so I like saved up a like plane ticket and like $500. I rented like my first 6 days at a hostel in Maui. And I worked in this kitchen, low level, taking out trash, cleaning the kitchen until I could move up. And that's literally how that started. And I met my jungle homies. We did the reggae funk thing. We opened for the band War. I got to hang out with Lonnie Jordan, the Twinkle Brothers, all of that, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, which led to the comedy thing and the acting thing and what most people know me for. So, yeah, man.
The rest is history.
So.
The rest is history.
Why the hell are we telling this story? It's stupid. Anyway, okay, man. I don't know. I'm putting everybody to fucking sleep. I'm sorry. Fuego, I'm sorry. Amy, I'm pro. I'm so dang sorry. Man, we got so much to get to. But first, man, I got to give a shout out to the homie Pro to call himself, man. We're gonna drop this, man. What I'd like to do, I thought this would be fun, right? So I thought this would be fun to do. Let me just give me 1 second here. I thought, because I got the timestamp, it's 32:40. Let's see here. Also, sometimes Rumble is shady, and I have to type in the entire Pro 2 call and then search. And I'm like, I'm submitted to you, subscribed to you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, right here. There we go.
Miss Friday, man. It was a fun flight.
Friday was such fire, man. Here it is right here. Okay. I didn't realize it was already rolling. Okay. So check this out, man. He dropped some knowledge here that I think that just kind of went under, the radar that I think is super important here. So check this out.
EPA announces 8. You gotta spend 20. You can. Yeah, that caught me off guard. I ain't lying, y'all.
That's the part nobody's talking about. That's what you do,
you
though.
You gotta split $20 billion with only 8 people.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, there was this Stacey Abrams expose thing where DOGE found out that they had $2 billion set aside just for her. But past that, and what they're not talking about is the $20 billion that only went to 8 people. If you missed Friday night, we're doing a clip right now, but he used the Stacey Abrams thing as a springboard. Why it's important to watch what he does, because you're going to get that, the headline and what's really going on, but then there's always something deeper there. You gotta pay attention, and that's what we're kind of checking out now.
Only 8. EPA announces 8 selections under the greenhouse gas reduction funds. Gas Reduction Fund's National Clean Investment Fund and Clean Communities Investment Accelerator through President Biden's Investing in America agenda. Oh, shit, 27. Wait a minute. Huh. Today, April 4th, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency announced a selection for $20 billion in grants awarded, $20 billion in grant awards under 2 competitions within the historic $27 billion greenhouse gas reduction fund. So they already got rid of $7 billion. All right, let's keep going. Which is created under the inflation
already
$7 billion.
Well, and that's the thing. Where does the money go? What greenhouse gases are in fact reduced? Who's accounting?
$7 billion. $7 billion. They just skate past $7 billion. Hey, y'all, we're giving $20 billion to 8 people. 8 different organizations getting $20 billion. We got a $27 billion budget. We're not going to talk about the other stuff. Like, there's a reason I keep saying the B word.
Billionaire? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Bruh. Spending $1 billion? Let me show y'all something. Mike's a comedian, so I know he knows this. I know he knows this. Let's see if you guys know this, because like, I don't think y'all understand. I don't think y'all understand spending $1 billion. I don't.
7 billion, right? So think about 100 million. A lot of people can get their head around 100 million. Like, you understand, oh, okay, well, I could buy a house for 5 million. I could buy 2 really nice cars. That's 7 million. You know, like you could kind of get your head around 100 million. But imagine that times 1,000. You know what I mean?
It's 1,100 million.
Millions.
If you don't understand, it's 1,100 millions.
Times 7. Poof.
So
Gone.
much math over their head. All right, I'm sharing this right now. Mike, let's introduce the people to something that I know they probably have no idea what we're talking about.
The Brewsters, yeah.
Like,
money. Everyone wants it. Until now, Monty Brewster didn't have it.
They tell me you're my only living relative.
But he just made money the old-fashioned way.
You have 30 days in which to spend $30 million.
He inherited it.
If you can do it, you get 300 million. But if you fail, you don't get diddly. Why can't I tell my friends? Because I don't want anybody to help me out. What's wrong? Spike, what's wrong? $30 million. The man just got $30 million given to him. This is a good day, you know.
He can't keep it unless he can spend it and have nothing left but the shirt on his back.
Well, we're going to have a lot of fun with this kind of money. Jake, I'd like to hire you as my official photographer. Salary, $10,000 a week.
How would you like to be my personal driver for the next 30 days at $5,000 a week?
What a country. America, love it.
Hey, everybody.
by the way, we like that guy. He's one of the immigrants that came across the border the right way, got him a license, got him a taxi cab, and now he's a loves America. Okay, let's keep going.
Anybody want to go to lunch?
Everyone thinks he's crazy.
I want to bet $50,000. It went up. We'll sell it.
I think we should consider the possibility of psychiatric help.
At the rate you're going, you'll have spent your entire inheritance in less than a month, and you'll have nothing to show for it.
But $300 million says he's right on the money. Richard Pryor and John Candy.
It's like that old saying, you know, if for money I'd be a millionaire. I'm a millionaire.
Brewster's Millions. Coming soon from...
You need to watch Brewster's Billions, guys.
Great movie.
And
Classic.
this was the 80s trying to spend $3 million in 30 days. Understand. Like, that's the issue with the millions. And we talking about 1,100 million of those things times 7 or times 2. These people, oh my gosh, billions of dollars. It's the fact that them and their friends get these billions of dollars earmarked that give them the unmitigated gall to come to us to, I don't even know what the million American people can do with $5,000 anyway.
You covered that on your show too. But that was so fun. I didn't want to like kind of bite that, you know what I mean? Plus, this was so mind-blowing here. But yeah, dude, like what? Yeah, man, me and my wife already got to spend. You know what I'm saying? We're hoping. But it's for good cause. It's to see family. You know what I mean? There's a lot of folks that Amy said when she watched that Friday night, she almost punched through her screen.
Listen.
We have families spread out all over, you know, the East Coast and West Coast. And to take the time off work and to fly all over the country. And some of these folks are getting older, you know, and we're hoping we get a little boost so that money's going right back into the economy. Taxes paid, sales tax paid on all of it. That money's going to see family for us. So, yeah, man. What are we going to do with it, man? That could be, let's not even.
Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not. But yeah, guys, it's important to truly pay attention. Like, they'll give you service. Of course, they're going to yell Stacey Abrams' name. She's a fucking buzzword. She's a buzzword to the rabid right. They hear Stacey Abrams and they're going to go crazy. Just like if they hear Fannie Willis, they're going to go crazy. They hear Letitia James, they're going to go crazy. Brandon Johnson, go crazy. Karen Bass, go crazy. Maxine Waters, go crazy. To the same chagrin, Adam Schiff, go crazy. Nancy Pelosi, go crazy. Ilhan Omar, AOC. There's certain names that you can say, certain buzzwords that you can say. The rabid right is going to go crazy. So they picked Stacey Abrams' name because, well, what month is it?
Yeah. Which we have a lot to cover on that too, but we got, hidden stuff. I wanted to hit on the hidden stuff. So, yeah.
So, yeah, man, that's $20 billion.
And 7 just for administrative costs.
Just for administrative costs.
$7 billion. Do you know how many you could imagine divvying that up into $10 million segments and just lotterying it to families? You know what I mean? Everybody get a ticket. I'm down. We've already set $7 billion aside. We're giving it away in 10 million increments. Everybody gets a ticket. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in. Let's go, right?
And good luck. And
that's a lot of $10 million tickets, dog. You know?
Don't have to announce yourself who you are when you win.
Yeah.
We're gonna, hey, these ticket numbers right here. You call us and we'll call you. And we'll set this up properly.
See, that's where you and I are different, man. Because if I got that 10 mil, man, I'd be like on TV, dick swinging. You know what I'm saying? I'm rich, man.
Not immediately. Not immediately.
I'd start drinking again. With that level of money, I'd start drinking. Fuck y'all. I can buy friends. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm going to spend, and then I'm just going to end up in the right rooms. Fuck y'all talking about, man. Please.
Yeah, no, investment is key. I know. I make jokes.
Yeah, look, I know. Look, there's spending money, and then there's investment money. There's only 2 ways to get rid of money: spend it or invest it. It's the only 2 ways to divvy it off. You know what I'm saying? And spending it is, going to a restaurant and buying a very expensive steak that's going to taste really good, and you're going to get full, and then you're going to shit, and then it's gone. Or you can go invest it.
Yeah.
Buying some Bitcoin when it's fucking $100 a coin.
Well, and even in this theory, man, buying cows. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Most people never get on that level of, man, I could invest in a ranch and have all the steak I could possibly eat and make money every time I wanted a steak, because every steak I wanted begat 20 other steaks. That we got to teach people to think like that, I think. So, man.
That's the biggest thing. It's funny. I was thinking about that the other day, like my old Facebook and things that I would say and tell people, and just looking at them now, those same people, fast forward, and it's like, bitch, you never learn. You'll never learn. You were there. You see where things are. I have chickens. And my chickens just made some more chickens. Right? I got 6 little babies right now. Those motherfuckers are going to lay me eggs. And I don't have to worry about $6 $8, $12 dozen.
Yep.
It's the same thing with the cow, like you just said, or starting you a little garden outside. That's less shit that you're spending out. That's less that you're spending out, which means it's more that you can put somewhere else. But you got to be willing to make that move. And there's so many of us who just aren't ready to make those types of investments into resources that's needed. People who aren't buying ways to or investing in ways to have electricity. Goddamn, I'm tired of paying Georgia Power. I'm tired of paying Oklahoma Electric Cooperative or whatever the name of the electric company is in Oklahoma. I got my own way to make electricity now. And now that's $300, $400 that I get to keep in my pocket every month during the summer times. Like, this is the way that we truly, that's sovereignty. Just calling a spade, that is sovereignty. When you're not depending on another for something else, you're not depending on anyone for food or any of the things and the resources you need on a day-to-day basis. I'm not depending on anyone for defense. I can take care and provide all of this myself. That's being sovereign. You speak and stand for yourself. You're in a place of power. We got to get back sovereign, man.
Agreed. Absolutely. You said something earlier today that I did not like. And I'll tell you why, man. Because, I'm in that position where I got to make, I can't just go, hey, I like this $300,000 home on 2 acres. So I'm just going to, pull that out of my pocket. So, that's, I'm in mortgage world with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, you don't own it. And I'm like, but yeah, man, but at least you're like, yeah, but don't pay that payment and see what happens. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And to even a lesser extent or greater extent, don't pay the taxes. Same. So is land ownership even legit in America? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the fact that you have certain rights under the title of land ownership, even if it's not officially, even if it's not officially your own, nation, if you will, your own sovereign, as you're saying, spot that you have certain rights owning that own land that you don't have when you're renting or even paying a mortgage. Yeah. So,
okay. So I was telling you about something today. And I'm only going to share this quickly. You guys can go and research it all you want, but you'll find it's true. So you guys better pay attention. Rewind and pause. If you want to own land and truly own land, you get your land patent taken care of. Land patents are the right, title, and interest to a defined area. It's usually granted by central, federal, or state government to an individual, partnership, trust, or private company. All right. Remember I was telling you earlier that that's the type of shit that the UN has? That's why the UN is in America, but it's not technically in the United States of America. Because land patents are granted to sovereign authority in return for services rendered or accompanying a title or otherwise bestowed gratis, or they may be lands privately purchased by a government, individual, or legal entity from their prior owners. I'm out. You guys can go learn about that. You wanna truly be sovereign? You wanna truly own your land? Get your land patent. And then you pay no taxes. Put you in a different position in life. It's another part of the game.
It's true. It's true. It's. I'm interested to see. Like now, I want to look at the history of this because there's got to be somebody on the other side. There's too much. You know what I mean? Too much money involved. Too much freedom involved. And once again, people will fight for money, but they'll kill for freedom on both sides. So there's got to be another side of it, right? So I'd like to see how the other side argues, why or why not, why people should have it.
It's not even an argument, because there's so many people who just like, it's one of those things, right? That's just like a sovereign citizen, right? You hear them denounce and trash sovereign citizenship, right? Oh, that's a conspiracy theory, or it's fake, or it's this. Is like, no, it's not. It's actually old world living that's still in effect, but you've introduced this other system that people have. Department of Education.
Right.
Department of Education came in the 1970s. Okay. Trump is talking about getting rid of the Department of Education right now. And you have people who was born in the 70s, born in the 80s, born in the 90s, born in the 2000s that swear by the Department of Education and fight for it. Even though it's new, they don't know life before the Department of Education. So they think the Department of Education is right, just, and it should be because that's what's supposed to be. When we could point to, no, there was no Department of Education when your parents were in school.
Right.
There's no Department of Education when your grandparents were in school. The Department of Education was put there to keep you from knowing certain things, and you will fight and kill for that system to remain because you're ignorant on to what's on the other side. It's the same thing with sovereign citizenship. It's the same thing with land patents. Other systems came into play, and there's so many people who've only lived in the way of the system that they told was the truth that they didn't even know that actually there's something else that's in play here. And if you know this and you use this, then it's the law of the world. It's the actual law on the books, but you're ignorant to it. So you just move by these regulations as opposed to these laws. So that's what's up with sovereign citizenship. That's what's up with land patents.
Second Amendment.
The Constitution, the Second Amendment, First Amendment, like it's these things. The fucking basis of the Constitution, the whole basis of government, the whole, hey, look, the people have the right to abolish a government if they don't like what the fuck is going on. The representatives are amenable, which means they have to stop what they're doing and adhere to the words and the speeches of the people at that moment. We don't know that.
We don't.
And then we have people. Did you guys see that video? I know we're kind of like off of what we're talking, but not really, because we're dispelling rumors and miseducation.
That's true.
And that is what we're doing tonight. Maybe a little bit off skelter of what we exactly had planned, but it is exactly what we're here to do. Let me show you guys a video of when I went to, where is it? No, not that one. Here it is. It's this one. All right. All right, let's see here. Do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And we're going to do this. Watch this. This is what I mean, because our mayor is going to do some very fuck shit.
You look
Good
mad.
morning, city. I'm going to start this off by reading the Georgia State Constitution that binds the people on this dais. Paragraph 1, All government of right originates with the people, is founded upon their will only, and is instituted solely for the good of the whole. Public officers are the trustees and servants, underlining servants of the people, and are at all times amenable to them. Paragraph 2, the people of this state have the inherent right of regulating their internal government. Governments is instituted for the protection, security, and benefit, underlining benefit of the people, and at all times have the right to alter, reform the same whenever the public good may require it. People, we talking about the public good. And right now, the public good is not maintaining, as we're stating, this here current millage rate. Now, it sounds good to maintain, and we're not raising, but if we look at what happened with the property values as of recently, they are all increasing. Some people's properties are increasing not at the will of their own. They didn't put no new paint, they didn't do no new yard work, they didn't put no new stairs up, they just increased because they got new neighbors. They increased because something else was built. That is not for the good of the people. I ask you, I beg of you, no, I demand of you, being amenable to we the people, please take a moment, step back, look at how it is hurting people. Mr. Benton mentioned there are people who are on fixed incomes, who got houses, who've been owning these houses forever. Their income hasn't changed, their money hasn't changed, but their property taxes are going up. We have inflation at an all-time high, and recently we just had some rates go up from the feds. That is going to hurt us all. We talk about low rates since the 85, 86, 87. Man, I just went to buy a Crunch Bar and it was $1.59, and it used to be less than $1. So come on, people, let's think about what we're doing here. I've heard the word equitable and equity mentioned by a lot of people sitting on this dais.
Let me go ahead and bust on that right quick before I let this thing finish out. People, you got people who are like, oh, we shouldn't use DEI, or why are they referring them to DEI and this. They use DEI them damn selves. So because they use DEI them damn selves, they're going to say DEI. They're going to say equity. They're going to say equitable. That's why I said, I've heard you motherfuckers talk about equity and equitable all the goddamn time. Here's what else I said.
Think about it.
Thank you. Madam City Attorney, what is your understanding of the Georgia Constitution as it relates to the comments that were made?
I believe that the speaker was making due process arguments, and they go to notice and the ability to be heard, which has occurred here. As the mayor outlined at the beginning, we've satisfied all the legal requirements for these hearings.
Thank you very much.
I hate her.
Now, I believe it's for the ability for the people to be heard. That's what you believe, bitch. That's what you believe. Okay. All
right. That's what you believe?
This
boom.
Amenable. Having or showing willingness to agree or to accept something that is wanted or asked for. Readily yielding, submitting, or cooperating. Able to be controlled, organized, or affected by something. So now, his boss was amenable to the idea of his working from home. She said her peers wanted her to bend the rules, but she wasn't amenable. You're supposed to be amenable as those representatives. That's what the Constitution says. So when we say, as the people, don't you raise those taxes? No, you better roll it back. The job that you accepted says that, well, I'm supposed to listen to the people. And the majority says this.
Well, look
when
at definition
people show
B.
up outside of the Capitol and says, bitch, we know those votes was fraudulent, you sick bastards. You better look at that info. But what do? They rewrite history to where January 6th, 4 years ago, people actually were questioning. And up until that point, there was challenges where you had to have a House of Representative member say they don't fuck with it. And then they'd be like, you got a senator to sign with you? You got a senator, we can listen. If you ain't got no senator, bitch, sit down and shut up. That was the way. All the way up until 4 years ago. And then you all the way up until 1 month, 19 days ago, give or take a few days. Last January 6th, 17, 37 days, 47 days, 47 days ago. Shouts out to Trump, President 47. 47 days ago. These people, we're going to have a peaceful transfer of power with no objection. No objection? Bitch, when did y'all not object? And when does no objection come into play? That's not how this shit goes. We're going to certify these votes with no objection. Bitch, that's not how this works. You just go certify the vote. And then if a House Representative member decide they want to object, they can object. And they either need a senator and then motherfucker speak or they don't. But you changed the rules. And now there's people who never paid attention to a January 6th before, up until after the riots. So they're not going to look at the things that was going on during the riots or before the riots. All they know is the riots. And then they look at the next one. It's like, yeah, with no objection, we'll certify. That's the rewriting the history and the playing of the game right there in your face that we was just speaking about. I'm off my soapbox. Let's go talk about some not so heavy shit about these dumb motherfuckers. I ain't talking about the people who tuned in to Rumble on Rumble and Friday Night Flights. Because, see, you guys, you're the smart ones. You know you're going to get the real deal over here.
That's true. Love it or hate it. We're so hot and we're so good at what we do that you might even on Monday tune into another of your favorite podcasts and see the exact same name. It's crazy how that happens. It is an honor. You know what they say, that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And speaking of flattery, it was an unflattering day for our girl,
Woo!
The queen of liberal media, Miss Joy Reid.
Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Joyanne Reid.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's been a lovely ride. We hardly knew ye, but you know, we want to thank you all for all the work you've done to give us all the entertainment over the years. So what I really appreciate, you don't really see any pictures of her during the humiliation. That's close. When she had the Trump, they were making her wear the Trump wig as a human. You remember when she was wearing a Trump wig, basically? Mm-hmm. See, those pictures are scrubbed, right? Isn't that weird how those are gone? So anyway, MSNBC liberal mainstay Joy Reid and her show has been canceled as part of a major overhaul by the network's new president, Rebecca Coulter, according to a report. The 7 p.m. program hosted by ardent Trump critic Reid 56 will be replaced by a new panel show featuring co-host Alicia Mendez, Michael Steele, and Simone Sanders Townsend. The New York Times New York Times report. So all liberals still. And Michael Steele was on the Obama campaign. Alicia Mendez is a commentator. And then we all know Simone. So what are your thoughts about that? Royal in the building. Thank you so much for showing up, my brother. What do you think about Joy? I'm actually a little surprised, just because name recognition is everything right now in failing media. You know what I mean? Because people will follow Joy Reid, and so you keep her on. But and that's just on a business level. Even though she's trash, I guess it was costing more to keep her. I don't know. What do you think, man?
I think she played herself.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
It was over. Trump won. You failed at your job, bitch. Your job was to make sure that enough people hated Trump that they wouldn't vote him back in.
It's true.
You failed your job. And then you came over here spewing. You just started talking stupid shit, bitch. To the point where we have you on tape arguing. I got to play this.
Let's go.
Sorry, guys.
I got a guy. It's about a 2-minute clip. I got a guy that did a great breakdown too. Do you know who Devery Darkins is? You heard of him?
That name sounds familiar.
I've not really seen. Fuego says Dennis Rodman not doing that NBC anymore. You know what I mean? We gotta say yay. Bye. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we are glad she is out of here.
Hey, hey, hey.
Goodbye.
Let's see.
And Rachel Maddow's down to once a week. You know, the big question they keep asking is, who do they have? You know, who's there? And now it's like, okay, so who do they have to run for president? Who's their Joe Rogan, so to speak? Who's that guy? They don't have that guy. And now, you know, they're talking about, you know, we've got, you know, who's the Tucker Carlson, right? Who's the Greg Gutfeld? Who's that cool person on there? It was Jon Stewart, but they don't even like him because he's sane enough to call out some of the bullshit. So, you know, bam.
All right, guys, check this out.
Into the types of books that she wants to be in third grade classrooms. Check this out.
Like, this is the one for All Boys Aren't Blue, which is one of the books Moms for Liberty has pushed
Everyone
to have
should
removed.
go and see the content in this book. That's such a good idea.
And so what happens is you can do keyword searches and find certain keywords.
Like rape.
You can find sure.
Or anal rape or dildo.
You can find all sorts of
types
keywords.
of words. But like,
wait, hold on. Wait. Let me finish my question. Then you can answer. I'm going to give you time to answer, but I got to ask you first.
No, yeah, I got the question.
And so what you find is the keywords that you find, the N word, anything, words like you just used, when you'll get out of context passages.
How did the N word and then words like you just did, that don't go together, ho?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
Two
Wait.
different sides of the spectrum, bitch.
Exactly.
Let's keep going though, because this shit gets real.
Just from the book. And then based on that, Moms for Liberty members are going to places like Broward County School Board meetings, reading out of context passages from these books, and then demanding that the school board remove them.
Out of context. Oh shit, here we go.
So what's
that is the way.
Yeah.
The question I'm asking is, what is the expertise that you have and other Moms for Liberty advocates have to decide that a book, an award-winning book like All Boys Aren't Blue, isn't appropriate for students to read? What is your expertise?
What a tragic story of a young man who's anally raped by his adult family member. So you have incest, pedophilia. Joy, you said you'd let me answer, so I'm going to answer
Please
for you. In what context is a strap-on dildo acceptable for public school? Just, I mean, that's my question to you. Tell me what the context around the strap-on dildo or the rape of a minor child by a teacher.
Hold on a second.
No, wait, we're talking about public school.
Yeah, you heard that right. Joy Reid wants those.
Good night. Good night.
Yeah, bitch. You know what? You know what, Joy Reid? You know what happened with, you know how I feel about your show?
Carly, don't answer that question.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to give them a, you know what I mean? Our chat's going crazy on that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Appropriate context.
By the way, it's just me is in the building. Yes. Beezus and Ramona, Tales of Fourth Grade were nothing. I remember getting in trouble because in one of those Beezus and Ramona books, they called her Jesus Beezus. And I was like, and I remember they're like, you're not allowed to say Jesus Beezus. So anyway, it probably read everyone. Super Fudge Sideways Stories from Wayside School. You know what I'm saying? That's
on my the same time that I put up that last video that I had on the school board, right? I also put up another video right around the same time as I put up that one. And I went to the school board and we talked about those books.
Shut up. It's me. Yeah, in fact, now that you mention it, I'm glad you brought that up. Check this out.
Lord have mercy.
Did I say
and they still have the book fairs? The Scholastic book fairs?
Which, used to be awesome, man. You know what I mean? That's how I got into C.S. Lewis.
Yeah.
So
now, you have a bunch of fairies. And books that want to turn your kids to fairies.
There he is, right there.
He was talking, it's just me. You didn't have to put the frame boy.
They're so awesome. Does that mean you told to shut up or pro? I'll tell whoever I like to shut up. It's my show. You know what I'm saying? I am way too close to 50. Man, you don't even know. Everything creaks. You know what I mean? It's Mike reading C.S. Lewis. It's when I was a kid, I was reading C.S. Lewis. What's wrong with that? That you know what I'm saying? What is y'all remember it, right? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and that stuff, man.
So you out here going to Narnia.
Did you not read that as a kid?
Yeah, I went to Narnia, man.
And The Voyage of the Dawn Treader and Prince Caspian. It was a whole series, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I was on? You know what books I was on?
What?
I was reading the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew.
Well, I read that after. That was more like for 13, 14-year-olds. I was reading
I was
ones when I was like a little kid. So
I was up because I literally went from what's it, Toad and Frog? I went from Toad and Frog to god dang on the Hardy Boys. Listen, man, the boys had a pet falcon, cuz you tripping. I was on that. I was on it.
Hardy Boys were cool. Not all of the books did they have the pet, but yeah, they did some. I got into like comic reading, like because they had full novels they would write, and there were no comic stories. It was just like Batman and like full stories of him hunting down the Joker and almost like a murder mystery kind of thing, and people was really dying, you know what I mean? So it was a tough read. Oh yeah, no, like Fuego, yeah, like Screw Tape and Wormwood and Mere Christianity and stuff. Yeah, that's way high level. But yeah, no, I'm talking like, Lion, Witch, the Wardrobe. That was like key for me as a kid. But this guy is saying the exact same thing. I actually saved this and I didn't know why, but now I know. Check this out.
Hello, Navarro. Suck any good lately. What's wrong, Navarro? I think you like a big in your mouth. Ha ha ha.
Are you hearing him?
23. The other boy.
Do something real quick.
Yeah, we heard him. I don't know what you had going on. We heard him.
Oh, okay. I wasn't hearing that volume in my stuff, is why. Oh. My bad. You hear about the Kanye coin? What you think about that? Just side note.
But I don't give a fuck about no meme coin.
The Kanye coin might be the one, though. You know what I'm saying? It might be the one.
About no meme coin, bro. Like, because I'm not going to sit there long enough. First of all, I'm going to pay attention.
Right.
And I'm going to watch it. And guess what? I'm going to be Mr. Motherfucking Rug Pull. Bitch, you ain't gonna pull no rug on me. I already know that meme coin is about the motherfucking rug pull game. So you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna get involved in the rug pull game. And I'm gonna advise you motherfuckers, don't get involved in the rug pull game.
No.
Because you know what's gonna happen to a motherfucking meme coin? That bitch is gonna get rug pulled. Either you gonna be the motherfucker that get the rug pulled from under you, or you gonna be the motherfucker that's doing the motherfucking pulling. And I already know I'm gonna motherfucking pull, bitch, because I'm in for the motherfucking monies. This shit ain't here to be here. The whole thing behind a fucking meme coin, bitch, is the motherfucking monies. That's why it's funny. Which one of them, who are you gonna be the motherfucker making the joke and laughing, or are you gonna be the motherfucker that's the end of the butt of the motherfucking joke? I ain't no ass, nigga. I'm pulling rugs. So no, fuck a meme coin, nigga. Fuck a meme coin. The only meme coin, and even then, fuck DOGE, which is the meme coin. But guess what? That bitch finna make some money, and guess what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull a motherfucking rug. I'm gonna pull a rug. I don't give a damn if it's a thread out the motherfucker, bitch. It's for me. And if it's just a thread out the motherfucker that I pull, guess what? You ever seen them little kids when they find a little piece of thread and they be sitting there spinning it and pulling it and all that shit and trying to make knots and shit? That's gonna be me with my little thread, happy than a motherfucker.
There you go. Fair enough. Fair enough. Get back to it.
No Jewish accountants for the Ye's coin.
That's funny, isn't it?
Here it is. What's the educational benefit of talking about what's the educational benefit of talking about that? Is that going to help someone on the SAT score?
I wish they would test me about bitches on the SAT.
She can care less. That's a sign. She needs to put down her sign. For a second. Oh, you're putting me out. For what? For asking you to abide by the rules. A board member held up a sign, but the audience couldn't hold up signs. This is tyranny, and we're dealing with a corrupt government system. Hello,
yeah, man.
Navarro.
That's how that was.
Racist
Yeah.
as shit.
Why? Why was that racist? I did not realize that part.
The white bitch with the sign.
Oh yeah.
Kicked the black man out for reading the books that's in their library.
That's true. That's true.
That's racist. Hey, I'm using them and their. Sometimes you got to use their shit against them to get the point across that what you're doing is fucking stupid. Okay? So if it was a black man getting removed from a Trump rally, that's racist.
Right.
So hey, you're the government and you're kicking a black man out the meeting for reading the books out of your libraries that you don't like.
Yeah, that's hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? So this guy needs to hire himself out to yell at school boards. I agree. You know what I mean? I absolutely agree.
Oh,
there.
He does. That's a pastor. I know that pastor. I can't say his name. Don't ask me to say his name.
But you know him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool. All right. So while you're checking that out, man, I want to drop this real fast. I just discovered this dude. He's actually very smart. I enjoy watching him. His name is Devery Darkins. He's got 861K subscribers on YouTube. Devery Darkins show. So he breaks down this Joy Reid stuff, and he shows some tweets for some other folks. Check this out.
What happened to Joy Reid? This story was reported by the New York Times early this morning. Joy Reid's MSNBC show canceled in major shakeup. The 7 p.m. slot that she obviously hosted for the past 5 years, that's over with. And now, I know I've showed you guys some clips from MSNBC, and I'm sure you don't care to know who's replacing her. But it's the group that you usually see on the weekends, and they're just as bad as her, in my opinion. Now, the article goes on to say some key things that I just want to touch on, and then we'll get to everybody's reaction that I was able to gather. It says this first: the programming shakeup is the first major change made by Ms. Cutler, who was appointed president this month. Remember, the past president, she resigned. She's out of there, okay? Now, Ms. Cutler, her first name Rebecca, has been drawing up a new programming lineup to jumpstart the network's ratings, which have outperformed rival CNN, but lagged behind the longtime ratings leader, Fox News. This is the only point I really want to touch on, which is they're never going to catch Fox News because they hate Trump too much. So, guys, this is just another example of why shows like mine and others out there, we're all killing the legacy media. Okay. There's no point to have her and people like her on cable news. She's too hateful. And you have even alternative news sources that are more factual than she is. That is an embarrassment if you're talking about true journalism, and she's supposed to represent an actual media news network. Now, here's what Patrick Bet-David said. The media landscape is changing. It's tougher, plus more competitive. They're now competing with 5 million other podcasts. Some of them can't survive without writers, plus teleprompters. They can no longer hide behind their degree. Citizen journalism scares the hell out of them. I totally agree with him. Now, Charlie Kirk had this response. Joy Reid, a.k.a. the race lady at MSNBC, just had a show canceled because it was unwatchable. Good riddance to the most vitriolic, lowbrow, and unhinged race hustler ever allowed on national television. And Sage Steele actually responded to this by saying, sadly, every word of this is true. Maybe, just maybe, the days of making money off race baiting and divisiveness are beginning to come to an end. I totally agree with that. And Megyn Kelly brought up a good point here. Remember when Joy Reid laughingly mocked white women tears as pathetic and offensive to her? Who's crying now, Joey? Good riddance to the absolute worst person on television. And
That's
shame
so funny.
for letting it go on this long. Okay.
Because he brought up the white woman tears, right?
Right.
Did you hear who they want to replace her with?
Who? Rachel Maddow, I'm assuming. No, I don't know, man.
Nah. Actually, I'm gonna share this, and then we'll circle back to who they're going to replace.
Ew.
So this is Rebecca Cutler, guys. Cutler. All right.
She's never
Rebecca
enjoyed a bacon cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh.
She just you know what I'm saying?
That's a hell of a nose, boy.
I wonder what her uncle does. Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is it? Yeah. There's her thing. Yeah. What does it say about her? She's who? From where?
She's a seasoned media executive with a career spanning nearly 2 decades in content strategy, program development, and leadership. Currently serving as Senior Vice President of Content Strategy at MSNBC, she drives innovation in non-linear platforms, overseeing podcasts, films, digital media, social content, and live events. She has been instrumental in launching successful programs like Inside with Jen Psaki.
Wow.
MSNBC will lead into its progressive roots in the Trump era.
Still would, but anyway.
Hey, man.
Just saying.
Man. Hey,
MD
man.
2025. You know what I mean?
MD 2025.
So.
Let me see. Include moving former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, currently the host of the weekend show Inside with Jen Psaki, to anchor one of the primetime hours during the week. Oh, wow. They may even get rid of Rachel. Wait a minute. Are they going to give Rachel Joy Reid's spot and then give Psaki Rachel's spot? Interesting.
Maybe.
Interesting.
But I heard Joy Reid is going to do a podcast. It could be wrong. It could just be rumors.
Of course.
Everything is moving quick. But also, I mean, that's the thing. They realize they can make more money and have way more freedom over their time, especially because they do that stuff TV style. So they'll record, they'll go in and record 3 hours and then break it up into 6 30-minute shows and release 1 30-minute show a week. That's how they do that. And you don't realize that's what they're doing, So, they do something like that. They work on a Monday and they're making just as much money. They're working 1 day a week. So, yeah.
This is the pastor right here that you guys saw.
Awesome.
John, I can never say his name, but Amanchukwu Senior.
Nice.
He travels around. He literally travels around the country and cusses school boards out.
Nice. That's why we have a city in Oklahoma. We're very conservative. So there's that. So.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Ex-NFL kicker has a meltdown over Trump and MAGA. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So,
that's how petty they are, though. Look at that.
Run with that, man.
That's
They're trying to run with that,
man, and that's some BS, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, actually, I have it right here. It's a good smooth stream right into it. You know what I mean? So
this racist piece of hot garbage wants to play CNN and only show a 2-second clip. Why don't you post my entire speech, John Flipkowski? I'll wait. Jesus, man.
You know I got you, Fuego. Of course you're in. So, of course. You know what I'm saying? Fuego. Let me just share this screen right here because it's inspiring. Boom. Now, for all of those of you that said that Trump was going to take Black History Month away, check this out. Black History Month 2025 by the President of the United States of America, a proclamation. And he goes on to say he's very honored to recognize February 2025 as National Black History Month. Every year, National Black History Month is an occasion to celebrate the contributions of so many Black American patriots who have indelibly shaped our nation's history. Throughout history, Black Americans have been among our country's most consequential leaders, shaping the cultural and political destiny of our nation in profound ways. I wasn't planning on reading all of this, but it is great. So, but he says, therefore, I, Donald J. Trump, President, this National Black History Month, as America prepares to enter a historic golden age, I want to extend my tremendous gratitude to Black Americans for all they have done to bring us to this moment and for the many future contributions they will make as we advance into a future of limitless possibilities under my administration. Cool stuff, man. What do you think?
I think people are stupid.
Okay, fair. I do not disagree. That I agree with. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Like, people are just stupid, bro. Just all the way around, man. This whole shit is really sickening. People blowing me with this shit. Look at my nigga Bootsy Badass.
Yeah, Bootsy Badass. You know what I'm saying? With Miss Alice Marie Johnson.
Now, look at what that says. See, ain't nobody talking about that. No, go back up. No, take your ass back up. Read that caption, people. No, fuck that. The first part. People don't even know who the fuck that is with her.
That's true.
That's fucking Bootsy Badass. That's Torrance Hatch. And it says right there, Bootsy at President Donald Trump's Black History Month celebration. Bootsy Badass is in the White House with goddamn Alice Johnson and them for the. He's racist and he gonna get rid of Black History Month. Shut the fuck up.
Calm down.
You people are stupid. And I'm tired of your stupidity. I'm tired of it. I've really had it up. I'm 10 feet under drowning of people's stupidity. I'm about to come out this motherfucker swinging. I don't care no more. I don't care no more. My nigga Trump invited some people to the goddamn White House. They went in there. They turned the fuck up. Shouts out to all of them that was in that motherfucker. Shit went lit. Shit was digital. My nigga Kodak Black performed. It was awesome. Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to all my friends who was there. I seen people, oh, you got the grifters there, and then you got the coons is in the building, and whatever the fuck else. Okay. The grifters are going to fucking grift. Guess what? The grifters get a lot of eyes on them. So they use the grifters to get the shit out in the masses. And the people who should be there, they're there as well. I'm tired of the shit. Maybe, do you want to be there or do you don't want to be there? If you want to be there, you should exercise whatever goddamn clout you got and call and get a motherfucking ticket. Because I know you know somebody who was in the motherfucking room if that's really you wanted to be. And if it's somewhere you don't want to be, guess what? Black Bush told you years ago, maybe you should shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You gonna beat me? What army? Oh, you ain't got no army. Shouts out to Dave Chappelle, man.
Oh, you ain't got no army.
Skit. If you have not seen Black George Bush by Dave Chappelle,
knock the water over and run out the room.
oh.
It is awesome.
Me, bitch.
It is awesome. It is awesome. Yes. So we got that going on, and there's a lot more. We got a lot more. I'm just happy that it went down, and it's a beautiful thing. You got people getting hated on.
Black History Month, and
this guy right here.
CNN nor MSNBC.
Can you hear that?
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently Black History Month, and CNN nor MSNBC are even reporting that Donald Trump is hosting a bunch of Black intellectuals and Black enlightenment. He's actually throwing a whole event at the White House right now, celebrating people like Frederick Douglass, who he loves to mention all the time, Martin Luther King, Tiger Woods is there, and even Kodak Black is there for whatever reason. Rod Wave is there, whole bunch of celebrities and people that have passed on, like Martin Luther King. He's talking about giving a statue, and they're not even reporting this. It's almost like they're doing this on purpose. But I don't know.
I don't know. He sounds like a hate nigga too.
Kind of hating. Sorry.
Kind of, but Kodak's there. But I don't know why he's there, and Rod Wave's there, and nigga.
But even what I was going to show here is that even them on the other side are questioning, why are you not getting it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything they don't report is done on purpose. So this dude is a pretty hardcore Trump guy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I think the point there.
That's what hardcore Trump guys do. That's why that guy right there is as popular as he is, right? He's just a fucking comedian.
Yeah.
But you got people who, this motherfucker, his words are awesome. God, you should watch him. Do you watch him?
My mom was talking about him at lunch the other day. She loves Terrence.
He's so amazing. I hear that shit one more fucking time. About him, Candace Owens, any of them motherfuckers. Like, them niggas can't even drink the sweat from my motherfucking jockstrap.
I don't disagree, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Question me in my shit first. And I love the people who do that, because there are people who are like, question and talk and wow, god damn, you smart boy, you need a podcast. It's funny you say that. I got one.
Yeah.
But the
well, two is, really, but yeah. So.
Right. Well, yeah. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, then they come in like, you know what's funny? And look, guys, this just is what it is, because I'm a real one. I'm going to speak how I speak, and you're not going to come to me as a conservative and say, we're for free speech. And then you come over here and you hear us talking like men, and you're like, oh, your language is so rough. Kiss my ass.
Suck a dick.
Real good. Extra spit.
Don't make me go comedian on you because I can get awful. You know what I mean? Suck my dirty butthole after I've been in the sun for 3 weeks with no shower. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? This is a statement from my country ass cousin, and I love it. I love it. This is like the ultimate fuck you to people. He says, "Kiss my ass until you get booty juice drunk." That's a major fuck you, man. Put my boys back on the screen. I want to see. I see two of my brothers, man, AK and goddamn King Randall, kicking it in the White House.
That's so awesome.
Look, I don't know. I expanded on a move too fast. Well, not really. I did it for the right reason. I'm in the middle of a contract.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle of a contract, and I'm working my ass off. I got a deadline I got to meet.
Right.
I took off and went to the inauguration because, bitch, that's the inauguration. And I passed on this, but as long as Trump living, I got 3 more Black History Month events that I can attend. And I'm finna have a lot more opportunities to go to the White House outside of Black History Month. So I'll be back in that motherfucker again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Smoking on that good DC weed, you know what I'm saying? And I saw some people crying and upset and mad that they didn't go or they didn't get chosen to go. And it's like, nigga, you don't know how to use your cards? You really ain't got no friends then in this shit. Bitch, play them cards. Fuck you talking about?
Play the cards. You know what I'm saying?
Play the fucking cards. God damn. I can't believe I seen all these other people, all these other grifters. And
that's what it is.
Well,
welcome to Washington, bro. You know what I mean? What did you think it was?
Washington.
So, man, that is the one lesson I've really, really learned, man, is that, okay, so I think the biggest lesson you learn in the podcast world is that, you know, when it comes to DJing or comedy or anything like that, you're dealing with people that got to have talent. They have a talent that they've worked hard to hone. When it comes to this stuff, man, a lot of folks, the only talent they have is this, grifting, is talking shit on the internet. And when you're like, well, man, that's all you got. That's, you know what I mean? Some people can get by with it and good for them, but it's not for everyone. And you're going to need more unless you come out and you're just like, I talk shit on the internet. I love, oh, my man that just got banned. What's his name? The homie, not Shaka, the other one. They did like 8-hour streams daily. And he got banned, supposedly.
8-hour streams? He got banned?
Academics.
Streams where?
Academics.
Oh, academics ass. Oh, fuck academics.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. I thought he was a homie, man. I thought he was like down for the movement.
Academics, no, fuck no. Academics is a grifter, and academics just got knocked for grooming a 12-year-old, trying to get him to, you know.
Well, yeah.
Hey, man, listen. It is what it is.
I you know, condone any behavior like that, but
it's not even, and it's like, and the thing is, it's nobody. It's not like it's somebody he knows. It's not like it's his little cousin or his little brother or somebody who's like, yeah, but I'm about to get you some pussy. Like, no, it was none of that. It was.
I heard it was just somebody in the chat.
It was
saying I'm a virgin, and he was like, hey man, we'll get you a girl, and then they were like, surprise, I'm 12. You're grooming. And he was like, I didn't, you know what I mean? I thought that's what happened. And it was like, Dude
was stressing. I'm 12. I'm young. Oh. No, I don't want to do that. This. Like it.
Well, that's different. My bad. So
yeah, no, we don't.
That's gross. Yeah, no. Yeah, fuck academics. My bad. I heard it was like a setup where like a dude was like, "Can you help me? Can you help me?
No,
I'm a virgin." And he was like, "Word, I'll help you, little homie."
No,
and he was like, "I'm 12. I got you. Why are you doing this?" And he was like, "Well, I didn't know you were 12, bro."
Nah.
And then all of a sudden he's a groom, and I was like, "Man, that's You know, he should have been smarter, but that's not straight up. But then, yeah, if you're telling me it's a little more deliberate, never mind. Let's move on.
It's a little more. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking grifter who flew too close to the sun, and now his bitch ass got caught up. Anyway, you know, there's ways to do. The thing ultimately should be, you know, focus on your people, man. Focus on your tribe. You know, if your whole thing is just to say this stuff just to get the money and the likes and the clicks, well, then you get the money and the likes and the clicks, and maybe it'll get you to these rooms, and maybe it won't get you to these rooms. But you got to have some shit to offer.
Yeah,
you got to have some, or you just got to be the flavor of the week. You know, and a lot of these, look, I'm got to keep it gangsta. A lot of these folk who make it to these positions, they real palatable. They have done what they had to do to make sure that certain white people are eating them up so that they're in certain rooms. I ain't telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know.
Well, and it's not like that doesn't go down on the other side.
I mean, it does, but you know, I'm just talking specifically on the people who wanted to go to the White House. Right. The people who are specifically talking about this event are saying, "Well, I didn't go here, I didn't go there." You're not that palatable. Look, I'm telling you, right? I get into the rooms that I get into because I play my cards. Not because I'm quote unquote palatable to certain people, because trust me, I am not palatable by a long shot. Because I'm going to say exactly how I feel about whatever it is. And that typically isn't, they don't like that. I just got to tell you what it's the truth. And that's just like when, Sonny Johnson. Sonny went to the White House. Sonny was Sonny. She told the truth. Hey, look, Trump, I know what you meant by the opportunity zones, whoop-de-whoop, but you sent that money to a bunch of Democrat cities that had no oversight over it. And they wasn't even getting the information out to the people who it need to get out to. So although you think that you were doing, and it's a good gesture, but there was another side of it that you didn't think about, that they didn't tell you about, that's causing it not to reach the people who it's intended to reach. So this is why they're not listening. And this is why they feel a certain way about you. And the moment she said that shit, all White House shit got cut off. When she went to CPAC and she said what CPAC, feel how you feel about Marge Teray, Shamika Michelle, Sonny Johnson. It was a real nigga panel at CPAC. And they said the shit that you don't expect to hear at CPAC. Sonny's on Sirius XM. Of course, we like her. Marge was talking about 2A. Yeah, we like him. Until they said the uncomfortable truths. And it was like, don't you ever let them back on that stage ever again. Because it's the room, it's that room, like, it's a true fight to which one of the rooms are the whitest rooms. America Fest with TPUSA or fucking CPAC. It's which one is going to be the whitest out of the red whites? Which is going to be the most red white red white room out of conservatism? And they don't want to hear they don't want to hear, listen guys, the approach that you're doing with the hood is not working. We need to do something different. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. And it's like, I'm sorry, but the only way you're ever going to make a dent in Georgia, when they were kicking J6 people out, man, the original GOP is over. It's Jover. Who was kicking J6 people out? Did they do that this weekend? I didn't even pay attention to CPAC like that this weekend.
I didn't know they were doing that either.
Yeah, CPAC was like it was crazy. I do know my boy went. Dom was there.
Cool.
I tried to call him. I know that's why he was didn't pick up the phone when I called him, because I know he's up there at CPAC. They kicked a bunch of people out. I bet they did. I'm pretty sure they did.
Ah, hold on. 3 days ago. Yep. Boom. Yeah. Hold on. Share this tab.
Fuck
Boom.
Enrique.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that.
It's just me. Just said they arrested Enrique too. Fuck Enrique.
Yeah, because that's
clout chaser.
CPAC removed some pardoned J6 defendants from its conference only to allow some of them back in. So, yeah. Wow. See, and that's the thing. They only mention his name.
Yeah,
wait, there it is. Jake Lang, Oath Keepers. See, Oath Keepers are not the same. Well, that's how they do it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Dominic Pizzola. See, so all Oath Keepers except for Tario and fellow Proud Boy member Dominic Pizzola. And then if you're listening, Enrique Tario showed his pass and he was allowed back in. There's a picture of his credentials. In a video posted to X Barnett stands next to right-wing political operative Jake Rakelin as Rakelin discusses prison sentences handed down post J6. Barnett was photographed sitting at then Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi's desk during the ride. Well, that's just cool. So, but anyway. Okay. Yeah, so he's in. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, and Tario also made news. He was screaming at a guy. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think he's just doing that to kind of get the clout that he's hoping for, that he's desperately wanting?
Yeah, he's clout chasing.
Let's see that. Let's see here. Let me roll this. I see that, and that's that's what he is, and that's what he does there. So, speaking of clout and clout chasing, I think Donald J. Trump is chasing the clout of all clouts. You know what I mean? I think he's trying to get on that Mount Rushmore, which I feel like if he does this, it's a slam dunk, and he will arrive on Mount Rushmore. I don't know if you've seen this. This is about that 5K, y'all. We talking about that 5K. It's a little bit longer clip. We'll skip through it just a little bit, but this is PBD with actually a really good guy that I know, Brian Callen, and they talk a little bit about that. So check this out. So, yeah.
Broke at 80 grand, and now you're broke at 120 grand. It's not about how much money you make. Your mindset sucks, okay, when it comes down to money, and you don't want to admit it. So no matter what, those people, they're always going to have the financial difficulties. But if you get the country sitting there saying, hey, did you hear about what happened? What happened? What did I find? Find some more fraud. They just saved us another $3.8 trillion. They just got $600 billion. They were getting another $3,800 check. Awesome. That's great. We're finding more fraud. That's what's going to happen. Do you realize what
That's
means?
exactly right, man. My father always said the best way to lose a friend is to lend him money.
That's true. Yeah, but see, doing stuff like that, that's remember they were hinting at a third term. That type of shit would make people go, kind of want him to stay.
Where you going?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Yeah, wait, come back, Trump. That's when that shit changes.
We start calling him daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I think everybody needs to understand there's one thing. America is broke. I mean, we can't be any clearer about this. We're rich and broke. There's a difference between broke and poor. Poor is you're freaking Bangladesh. Good luck out there, buddy. Good luck out there in Malaysia. Good luck out there in half these countries in the world. Listen, America is rich,
what's your language?
But broke. I know. Sorry, shout out to my
Brian has an affinity with Malaysia. Don't do that.
Yeah,
again.
by the way, don't say anything about Malaysia.
Here's what's actually going to happen with Trump. What was Trump's highest approval rating ever?
52?
If that.
Okay.
If that. So I've been saying for years, I would love for a president in America today, in this divided, fractured country, somehow to get to 60%. Let's just break everything into thirds. There's a third of America that's like, Trump, bro. Trump, Jesus, Dale Earnhardt, straight up.
Whoa.
And maybe not even that order. There's a third of Americans that are like, I don't care what he does. He's the devil. So remove those people. Then there's a third of America in the middle. They're like, all right, let's see what we got. And slowly, he's chipping away. Boom, boom, boom. And if you said like equity in America, every time that we locate X amount of billions of dollars, you're getting a check. You're getting a choke. He's Oprah Winfreying up the whole country.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's my money and I need it now.
By the way,
like JG
for the
Wentworth.
people, for the people that are going to say, I thought you weren't about redistribution of wealth. No. This isn't that. This is called, we found fraud from what the government was doing, not what taxpayers were doing.
Waste.
That's the wasted money of our money. They wasted our money. So now you're firing all of these folks and you're telling them, see if you can make it in free market. You ever go to, like, I went to a restaurant the other day. What is the restaurant in Ball Harbor, right next to Carpaccio? It's a
Makoto?
French restaurant. No, it's a French restaurant. Ball Harbor.
Brian's family.
French.
He is just a bureaucrat, just getting in your way.
Wanted to show you this right here.
Is unbelievable when you see the.
It happened. 48% of U.S. likely voters think America is headed in the right direction. The number has never been higher. This is a Rasmussen poll. Right now, Trump is doing the unthinkable.
PBD, what's the book you always talk about?
So that's the amazing part right there, is that we work so hard to get people to like Trump, and now it's cool to like Trump, and it's a thing, and people are doing it. So I absolutely agree that 5K would definitely get me to think about voting him in for another term. Although I don't think he'd do it. You know what I mean?
I think he's finna kick ass. You know what I'm saying? He's getting his cabinet lined up, all the important players in play, and he's finna kick ass. Like, people still, he'd have been 1 month, 3 days.
Right.
Out of 4 years. And he's going to work all the way up to January 20th.
Who do you think he's going to heir apparent? Just for fun, just for a fun mental exercise.
Protocol,
yes. He's going to give you the endorsement. I love that, man. That bodes well for me, sir. I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in, because if nothing else now, bro, now you're in trouble because now I have hours of documented time with you. So no one can be like, no, I never knew him. Be gone from me. I'll be like, look, we had a show. This is episode 60, baby. You know what I mean? We got well over 100 hours of documented time together. So yeah, man. Still waiting on that paycheck. Good news on that. You know what I mean? We might have some sponsorship coming. So we're happy about that. But speaking of heir apparents, other than you, what would you think about, and I genuinely want your opinion, what would you think about this guy right here? Bam.
That guy?
Kash Money Patel. What would you think about him?
Well, Q did tell us that Kash Patel would be a name to remember.
Kash Patel. I hate to wait. It's like I want
Kash Patel, a name to remember.
Right.
People get I laugh at people who are like, "Oh, you're a Q-tard," or "Those Q people, they're listening to Q," and this. And I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. Some things play out. Because in 2018, June 2018, it came from the Q trip code,
Yeah.
Kash Patel, a name to remember. And here we are 7 years later.
That's true. That's very true. And the thing about it is, man, he's gone through it very confidently. So, however, because you brought up Q, this is something that I pulled up that I just didn't really have it fitting into tonight's schedule, but man, I thought it was so important. And, you've talked about it. You know a lot about this, and Q was, how Q came about was kind of, breaking this to a lot of us normies who weren't in on it, how we heard about Q was Pizzagate, right? That was our first understanding of that. So what I found this on Twitter. I thought it was brilliant. You know what I mean? I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And it's kind of just a beginner's guide to understand this whole thing. This is from Nacho Business, Nacho Quixotic. So anyway, what is Pizzagate? Pizzagate is it, and we're just going to go this real quickly, just a side quest. Pizzagate is a scandal is the briefly disclosure of child abuse and sex trafficking cases of America's leading capital owners, celebrities, and politicians and perverted and human parties. Number 2, the reason why the Pizzagate scandal is named Pizzagate. The person allegedly managed this pedophilia is also the owner of a famous pizza brand. Pizza names are presumed to be used as secret codes in the pedophilia cases. Based on several written and visual documents, even the name of Comet Pizza is originated from the words child porn. Who is the owner of Comet Pizza, which is at the center of the allegations? The owner of a Comet Ping Pong Pizza restaurant is James Alefantis. According to the news of the famous magazine GQ, James Alefantis is among the most influential 40 people in DC, and the guy owns a pizza restaurant. Weird. How does the system work? This is key right here. Now stay with me, guys. Comet Pizza secretly operates as a front company of a child trafficking network for celebrities, politicians, and capital owners. Pizza codes are used in all correspondence, as alleged cheese means girl and pasta means boy. Using these codes, celebrities pay fancy prices to order from Comet Pizza via email for their perverted parties, and children are delivered to an address. For some other claims, there are several rooms and private parts on the lower level of Alefantis Pizza restaurant to which only special guests are allowed. Not only pedophilia is of concern, but as alleged, they also torture and grape children. How was the Pizzagate scandal revealed? Initial point of complex network of relations is a 2014 detailed email of John Podesta, advisor of Barack Obama, Bill, and Hillary Clinton. John Podesta's mail traffic with people from elite businesses and bureaucracy circles about the organization of pedophilia events coming at Ping Pong Pizza restaurant was published by WikiLeaks, but has been widely censored by intelligence units and media within this period. What are the documents revealing the scandal? Photos shared from social media account of Comet Pizza supported the alleged pedophile cases. Emails, donation bills, visual materials, encrypted requests, logos, etc. published by WikiLeaks also concentrize the inhuman dimensions of the scandal. Main reason why the scandal came to the fore all over the world. James Alefantis is also a grantor of Hillary Clinton. Allegedly, Alefantis is not in contact with just the Clintons, but he is also an inside-wide political and commercial network in which Obama is included as well. Alefantis has several meetings with the Obamas in the White House. And finally...
Before you go there.
Yes.
Before you go there.
What we got? Bam.
DOGE is apparently going to be investigating Barack Obama's purchase of $65,000 of hot dogs and pizza for a single event while president.
Yeah!
A claim that originated from a leak Stratford email saying that Barack Obama spent $65,000 on hot dogs and pizza from Chicago has been a cause for concern for years. We may not know the truth.
Wow. That's what I'm saying. Holy that is unbelievable. Agreed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, going into it. So, and then finally, just to let you know, Barack Obama's involved. The Clintons, Soros are involved. American Bridge PAC is the financial funder of it, with Soros funding that. Of course, Epstein was involved with it. So just the greatest hits. The greatest hits, the cast of characters. You know what I'm saying? So, bam, there's the email right there. He saved that shit. Exactly. It's just me got receipts. Be careful when it comes to just me, because he got receipts, player. You know what I mean?
So, this thing, man. Keep receipts.
So my man Fuego says he's thinking about the lady. That's actually Cash's lady, dog. You know what I'm saying, Cash? You know what I'm saying, Cash? You know what I'm saying? He's a man of good taste. You know what I'm
Cash
saying?
old lady?
So, yeah, that's Cash's lady right there. There was Instagram of her going around singing the national anthem. So yeah, you know what I mean? Good on you, Cash Money. So very proud of Cash. For those of you that don't know, the FBI kicked in this man's door, right? Put his lady up against the wall, went through drawers, went through his closet, made his life miserable. And now he runs that. And now some guys that did that are actually working for him. How awkward is that going to be Monday morning when you had this man out in his yard in handcuffs and now he's your boss? But he won't be for long. Don't worry about that. I'd go ahead and start filling out applications now. You know what I'm saying? I'd start trying to figure out. Your FBI, you can get a job local law enforcement, but man, I'd start planning on it because Cash is coming for that ass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's about to be on like Donkey Kong. So, thought we'd check out a little bit of his speech.
Man, this is effing crazy. So obviously, you don't get here alone. You know, I'm here because of God. I'm here because of my family, and I'm here because of my friends. And you're literally in this room because you made it happen. My sister, Nisha, and my nephew, Aryan, flew in from London just to be here. My beautiful girlfriend, Alexis, is here. Yes, I agree. My aunts and uncles are here all over the country. I am living the American dream. And anyone that thinks the American dream is dead, just look right here. You're talking to a first-generation Indian kid who's about to lead the law enforcement community, the greatest nation on God's green earth. That can't happen anywhere else. To the senators and the men and women of the United States House of Representatives, you placed an enormous trust in me, an enormous leap of faith. One that I didn't know that I could possibly earn back, but I'm going to spend every single day on this job doing so. The fact that you placed the confidence you did in me has inspired me to reach new heights at this job. I promise you the following. There will be accountability within the FBI and outside of the FBI, and we will do it through rigorous constitutional oversight starting this weekend. Yeah. This is great. We all used to live in the same freaking house. Yeah, I don't have any prepared remarks. I wish I could go around the room and, you know, tell the story about how each and every one of you have magically touched my life to put me in this position. What a roller coaster ride it has been. I do know this. We are in this room together because you guys have a love of country that is truly inspirational, and it bleeds out everywhere we go. And if you look around this room, you see civil servants, you see warriors, you see attorneys, you see great husbands and fathers and mothers and wives. And we're fighting for the same thing, our future, our children, this guy. And there is no greater mission. I wish I had more words to thank every single one of you, but every time I look at every single one of you, you guys know the stories you can't tell. More importantly, the ones you can. You know, this is, Pam and I were just talking in the back, and we were like, do you believe this? Like, you know, we were on the campaign trail together. We were attorneys in the first administration together. Now we're here. She's the attorney general. I'm the director of the FBI. Like, this is insane. And I don't really fully believe it yet. I hope to, but I'm just not here without you guys. And look, I know the media's in here, and if you have a target, that target's right here. It's not the men and women at the FBI. You've written everything you possibly can about me that's fake, malicious, slanderous, and defamatory. Keep it coming, bring it on. But leave the men and women of the FBI out of it. They deserve better.
Yeah.
No. I don't like that.
For those of you who think that there's going to be a two-tier system of justice, not with.
That's how a leader leads, in my opinion. Yeah. No.
I don't like that. No.
I think he's trying to just be a good leader, protect his team, man. Come on now. But that's because he's going after the bad guys in his own thing. He's saying,
there you go. You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer.
He's saying, don't go
And
after them. I'll go
no.
after them. I'll keep my house in line.
No.
You know what I mean? So
No, I think the statement should have been, look, it's a new day. You've thrown everything that you can at me. And you can keep it coming. But at the same time, when we talk about these corrupt, sick bastards, these Lisa Pages, these Peter Strzok's, these Andy McCabe's, when we start talking about them in the FBI, don't you hesitate to put the truth out there. The same way you came at me and salaciously put out lies about me, I should hope that you would feel so inclined as to put out the truth about them when we put them out there, because there are dirty people in the FBI. There's dirty people in the FBI that went after Martin Luther King. There's dirty people in the FBI that went after JFK. There's dirty people in the FBI that went after President Trump. There's dirty people in the FBI that went after me. And when we expose them, and you best believe we're going to expose them to get this house back in order, to make the FBI the premier federal Bureau of Investigation, the premier police department that this world has ever seen, we're going to get back to that glory. In order to get to that glory, we're going to have to take out the trash. And when we bring the trash forward, bitch, don't you hesitate to talk shit about them. That's what should have been said. That's how a real nigga leader leads, because he is in there to be a real nigga leader. That's just where we are right now. You seen JD Vance tell a motherfucking reporter, dummy. You know what I'm saying? That is this administration. So I don't want to hear you leave the hardworking men and women. No, fuck that. Bitch, when I show you these sick bastards bitch, you better put it on the front page. You better send out push notifications to everybody goddamn phone. Breaking news. These people conspired against. Evidence shown. Phone records released. This is what needs to be fucking said. I'm not trying to hear that nicey bullshit. It's time out for nicey bullshit. You know why it's time out for nicey bullshit? As he says that shit. I don't know if you've seen this. This happened right around the time we were getting ready to go live. So I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know. But this happened today. All right, hold on. Nope. I missed a letter.
Rumble up, Rumble, dropping the hottest news always.
All right. Here, and here. You know, when I seen Trump put this, I knew something was afoot. A president after the election gets a choice of 1 in 7 deaths. This death and the CO, which is also very well known and was used by President George H.W. Bush and others, has been temporarily installed in the White House while the Resolute desk is being lightly refinished. A very important job. This is a beautiful but temporary replacement.
Nice.
So now
Okay.
I saw that. Like,
fair.
But then this came out today.
Holy
Breaking.
crap.
Listening devices found in Oval Office, including President's Resolute desk. White House confirms intensive security sweep uncovered concealed audio surveillance. Desk removal. Desk removed for forensic analysis. Miniature transmitter suspected. Investigation ongoing.
Wow. Yeah, man. I was doing other things. Holy crap. Who? Wow. What is there with the deep state? if you wondered if there were people that had access to the president that were up to no good, good Lord. Wow. So now who did it, right?
So now who did it?
Man, do you remember us talking the other day? It was a couple shows back, and I was like, man, if you want to get in, you find a janitor. You know what I mean? You find an everyday dude, and you figure out how to get him on your side. Access you otherwise would never get. The only people that had access to that desk that weren't, White House staff were the movers, were the people that hauled that thing on a dolly into the White House Oval Office. Those are the only people that had access.
Well, they left, though. So the thing is, I'm pretty sure Biden used that desk. It's the Resolute desk.
Right.
That desk was still in there. Biden had them people. They were in control. They were in control. So, of course, they bugged it. They had control of the whole room before they left out.
Yep. Yeah, they were controlling Biden, right? Yes, yeah. Biden spying too, absolutely. But wow, holy cow, man. I didn't know about that. So
yeah. Sorry, Kash Patel. Sorry, buddy. I hear you, but I'm just not with you.
Holy
not on
cow.
that. I think this is where you stand tall and hold your nuts. And just like you put Alexis in the chicken wing pretzel and you exert your dominance over her, you should have did the same thing to the media. You should have put them in the chicken wing pretzel.
I'm blown away. Holy crap, dude. Just because that's deep, you know what I mean? And it's funny because President Trump was talking about getting it refinished. You know what I'm saying? That's deep. You know what I mean? So that's deep stuff.
It wasn't that was him sending a message. Just like, did you watch that Secret Service commercial?
Yes, I did.
And you peeped what you heard? The plane hits. The second plane is hit.
And it was, yeah. The second plane, sir. Yeah. Not a second plane, the second plane. Absolutely. No, you're right.
Trump sends those messages, and that's what that was when he said, "Oh, we sent it out to be refurbished." Nah, he sent that gotcha, bitch.
Wow. So now begs the question, who is doing the listening? Who's on the other side of it? Right? Who's doing the listening, and for what reasons are they doing the listening? Sorry about that. Who's doing the listening? That's what I want to know.
The deep state players who know their ass is about to get whacked, bro.
Yep.
There's people who know they about to get their ass whacked.
Huh. That's interesting. That is, wow. Yeah, man. I mean, because seriously, that's espionage shit. That's life in prison stuff. You know what I mean? So, wow.
I need him to hold his nuts, though, and be willing to go after these motherfuckers.
Agreed.
Like, I need him not to be nice. I need him to be like, fuck y'all.
Well, and that's the thing about it is that he's on some burn shit down. Trump is absolutely on some burn shit down right now. You know what I mean? So
shit, he told Elon ass to crank this shit up.
Right. New news as well. Dan Bongino appointed FBI deputy director by Trump. What's poor? I just feel bad for Rumble, man. That's their number.
What happened?
Dan Bongino, deputy director. Bam.
Oh, shit.
Needs to get it done. Agreed.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
President Donald Trump has appointed Dan Bongino, former Secret Service agent and current political commentator, as the new deputy director of the FBI. Bongino's past includes serving with the New York Police Department and holding an MBA from Penn State alongside a master's in psychology from I didn't know he had all that. The appointment signals a possible shift in the agency's direction, focusing on his law enforcement experience. That's not a shift. These guys are cops.
Shit. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Oh, shit. Kash Patel is FBI director.
Yes.
Dan Bongino is deputy director. They're going at the fucking Russiagate. They're about to go after Russiagate. They're about to dismantle. Holy shit. Oh shit. They're going after the people who did Crossfire Hurricane.
Yep.
Whoa. Oh, this shit about to get gangster.
Yep.
Just as I was saying, I hope Trump goddamn kicked him in. Oh, wow. Wow. This is awesome. This is a perfect way to end the show. I'm so fucking happy. Wow. Wow.
That's amazing, man. That's some good hot news right there. I just saw that pop up and I was like, whoa, man. All this stuff going down on a Sunday. So real fast. I wanted to get your opinion on the email that Trump had Elon send out asking people to list what they do for a job, and if they didn't reply to it, they considered that a resignation. What are your thoughts on that one, man?
Well, he told Elon to go harder. He told him to go harder. Hot diggity damn. Hot diggity damn. That's all I can say is hot diggity. That's some big ball shit to do.
Yeah, I agree.
That's some big ball shit. Hey, yeah, man. Write me a letter explaining exactly is what you do and how you're important. That shit don't meet the standards, then bitch, that's your letter of resignation.
Well, and that's fair, man. But I also got to say, I think people are missing out on a prime opportunity. Get a little creative. You know what I mean? What do I do? Well, you may not know this, but we've been infiltrated, I fully believe. So half of my day is not only making sure that I crank out high efficient project and work for the federal government, of which I'm proud to work for, Mr. Trump. But in addition to that, sir, I also keep an eye on any terrorist activity that might be taking place or any Antifa activity, as I am concerned. I mean, like, get creative with it. You know, get yourself a raise, player. You know what I mean? So that's just a thought. I mean, I'm just saying, use what you got. You know what I mean? Use what you got. Have you been keeping up at all with this Ashley St. Clair stuff? I thought we might end on that if you've been keeping up with it at all.
I don't give a fuck about nobody else, baby mama drama.
Okay, fair enough. You know,
but I did hear that she demanded a DNA test.
Yeah, she is suing Elon Musk for sole custody of the kid, which is odd. You know what I mean? Because
she's the mother, so she already has. They're not married. They're not married. Technically, honestly, depending on where this kid was born, she can go to the state and apply for child support. Really, all she got to go do is apply for food stamps. And then they're going to ask who the baby daddy is. And then they're going to summon his ass. And then they're going to swab his ass. And then if he's the parent,
money.
18 years.
Got you for 18 years. But no, because I think it was in her lawsuit as well that she wanted to there it is. There it is. Boom. All right. And what's funny is Taylor Lorenz, who has made every enemy in the world, right? She gave her the story, which I don't know why Ashley did that, except she's trying to troll. Because Taylor has been awful to all people on the right. All people on the right. So the only way I think she would give this story to Taylor is for that reason. So
Oh shit, is that a picture of Elon holding the baby?
I think so. Oh, yeah, with his new son, yeah.
With Ashley's kid.
I think so. Yep. I mean, we don't have enough information, but it looks like the filing paints Musk as an absentee father and reveals new details about the duo's relationship. Conservative influencer Ashley St. Clair, the mother of Musk's 13th child, has filed 2 petitions against Elon Musk in a Manhattan court. The first is a custody petition seeks sole legal custody of their son. Why, would you ask? Is because he would be on the hook for hard child support, right? Because then she can sue for the most. Because if they have shared custody, right, well, then that gives him an opening to pay for a lot of stuff and not give the money to her. If she has sole legal custody, she can just bang him for dollars, right? So there's that.
But there's the only custody that's established is the fact that she is the custodial parent, which means she has 100% custody of their child. They were never married. So in the eyes of the court,
I need to figure out a me too before I go.
In the eyes of the court, that's just a bastard baby. That baby only has, legitimacy with its mother.
That's fair, but also money, right? You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you. But as of right now, in the courts, they weren't married. That's just like how we were. That's the system. That is the system. His money, like, they will still have to play out in court for him to have. So again, you're talking about money. She just put herself in a more fucked up position. Petitioning for sole custody. You already have sole custody. Now you giving a in route for his money to play a part in getting joint custody with you. I'm just telling you as a baby daddy, son. You feel me? The Elon is meeting his first ratchet bitch baby mama. This ain't my first rodeo. There's some things where white folk need to just defer the niggas on and get some education. Now, they ain't want to listen to us when we told them about the FBI and the government infiltrating, and then MAGA. Look what happened with MAGA in January 6th and shit. You know what I'm saying? And now here it is with a situation with baby mamas in the court system. Listen, I'm trying to put you on game. I'm trying to put you on game. If this bitch made it this far, talking about she petitioning the courts and all this other shit, then Elon ain't got too much of he ain't got no contractual agreements with this broad.
Yeah.
If she going here, he ain't did what he supposed to do. Nah, his money gonna be able to play a part. He can go ahead and petition for partial custody or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, he dealing with a bitter baby mama. He dealing with a bitter baby mama, and this is that bitter baby mama bullshit. Look, all I got to say is, at least you richer than all the rest of the baby daddies out here in the world that got to deal with this shit. All the rest of us baby daddies that have to go through this shit, we go through it as broke people, or at least broke people compared to you. You can be in court at 9, get out at 12, and be in Belize by 6.
Yeah. No,
making a whole new baby mama.
Well, and I'm sure he has houses all over the world. You know, he's got, love him or hate him. You know, the truth is, man, I'm sure he's fine in South Africa. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's got plenty of whatever he needs as well in South Africa. So there's that too. So now On this picture right here, if you're seeing it, what it's saying is he's saying, I get credible death threats every day. I'm number 2 after Trump for assassination. Wake up. This is not the time for sentiment at the expense of safety. If I make a mistake on security, blank, the kid will never know his father. And then she puts, that's why the father spot on his birth certificate is blank right now, E, and that's why he has my last name. He says necessary for now, only the paranoid survive. And she put, I understand. And then apologies if somebody else's text upset you. There has been incredible description used here, as will continue to be. Clearly, she didn't keep that up. And then he put the threat level will reach insane levels until the election is decided. Loose lips sink ships. So, yeah, that's that. Now, some could say that she was playing fair because she waited till after the election. No, okay. I had to. Don't look at me. I hate it when you look like that, man. I'm not trying to make you angry personally. I'm trying to throw it out there. Now, I don't think she deserves. I think the way she. Okay, so how do I say this? The way she's playing it is why she deserves the hate she's getting. She doesn't deserve the hate for being a hoe. She's just a hoe at a really, really high level. You know what I mean? And you're telling me Elon Musk doesn't have anything to do with it? He's not smart enough to see that from a mile away? You know what I mean? So Elon bears some of the blame. She's dirty. But really, I think it's the way she's going about it. Now, let me ask you this. Do you feel like any of what she's doing is justified in any way, shape, or form?
Hell no. But I'm just speaking as a baby daddy. Hell no.
Right. Okay.
I don't. I think that.
But what if he's not taking care of his kid? I mean, think about all the truck drivers and construction workers that get drug into court. And they are taking care of their kids. The woman's just trying to grind for a little more money, right? So if Elon is not taking care of his kid, does he deserve to get drug into court like all babies' daddies?
If he's not taking care of the kid. But I highly doubt that he was on here on some scary movie shit. You remember that? Let me see. Let me see if I can hold on. See if I can find this shit right quick.
But see, that's what she's saying is that he's what? Oh, I'm reading right now. So I feel like maybe he's just writing checks because it says here St. Clair's filing comes just days after Claire Boucher, the mother of 3 of Musk's other children, pleaded with him publicly to respond to an alleged medical crisis that one of their kids was experiencing. She went to X, Musk's social media platform, to beg him for help. So, I mean, if he's being a deadbeat dad, there's that, right? Please respond about our children's medical crisis. I am sorry to do this publicly, but it is no longer acceptable to ignore this situation. This requires immediate attention. If you don't want to talk to me, can you please designate or hire someone who can do that so we can move forward on solving this? This is urgent, Elon. So, yeah. Sounds like he's being a little shady. Maybe he's just busy with DOGE. So.
Nah, bro.
You think these bitches are just gold digging, dog?
I think that too. But then also, what the fuck? All right, there's a whole lot of things that are missing in life.
They are. Yes, they are. They're trying to destroy. I think they're just trying to get their cut. Well, I think they'd be happy to destroy him, but they're trying to get their cut. And if they have to destroy him in the process of getting their cut, they would. You know what I mean? They don't understand. You don't kill the golden goose laying the eggs. You know what I mean? So, yeah, conspicuously missing his May. Yeah, dude, she's all like rich, living her best life. She don't care about any of this. So, yeah.
Dang, man, I can't find the video anywhere. Oh, that shit was NC-17? Interesting. Anyway, there's a part in Scary Movie where where the ghost was smashing.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, it was just a booty call.
And they were trying to, yeah. And he he's the daddy. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to find that clip, and I can't find that clip anywhere. It's just, I don't know. But that's the situation. I think it was a booty. Well, I don't know. I think maybe it was just a booty call. I mean, I don't know, because there's no way that you plan on having a baby with her and you are who you are and all these other people. Just like, I think at least 3 of his kids are cyborgs.
If they're not yet, they will be soon. That's the thing.
No. I believe that at least 3 of them are legit cyborgs. You know he has 3 children with the chick who's the CEO of Neuralink, right?
Yeah. I think that's her. Because I think the most he has with one chick is 3 kids. So, yeah.
The CEO of Neuralink, they contractually agreed on making 3 children. I do believe that those 3 kids are fucking androids. That's what I believe.
That's fair.
I mean, how is it that both of your parents believe in this shit? And they're investing time and money into this shit? No, you are a little Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Y'all are androids. And your parents is Dr. Giro.
Well, and I mean, that's the thing. You don't need any parental consent forms to experiment on your own kids. Like, I feel like the way his brain chip technology works, you have to have a human, right? You got to have a human with it. And he's having kids. And I feel like maybe, and this is real evil, and I don't want to think like this, but maybe, just maybe, he's like, oh, okay, well, I'll try it. And if I fail, I got 12 other kids. I got 12 other experiments. I got 12 other shots at this. And if I keep making babies, you know what I mean? So when you hit it twice in 24 hours and get pregnant, you knew you were ovulating, or you saved that shit. You know what I'm saying? Women can be shady. You know what I mean? Ooh, I hadn't thought of that. But think about it. If you don't see human life as something on that level, like, oh, every child born is precious, and you see it as, if I go through 4 or 5 of my own kids, but I create a Neuralink that saves the planet from disease, hashtag worth it. See, that's how he thinks, right? So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What up, Frat?
Lucky Strike in the building, just as we're wrapping.
Yeah, man. I feel that way, man. I don't know. I mean, look, literally, how cheap is it to really give birth to a kid, or to ejaculate and make a kid? Like, how cheap is it? Like, listen.
Yeah, that costs nothing. Yeah.
Boy, I would love to have that as a job and not have no liability or anything. Like, look, all I want you to do is just skeet and make babies. How much you paying?
They got, bro, for you right now, they're offering money in Japan because they are losing their population is decreasing, and they're encouraging American men to go to Japan right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just me posted a Laura Loomer status. Oh, I gotta find that out. Yeah. So literally they're offering tourist trips to try to meet Japanese girls, bro. Yeah, true story. You should look into it. You know what I mean? And the whole thing is they want you to make babies. It's very important that you make babies because, they're struggling right now with that. So,
well, 2 things. I'm very fertile.
Yeah, we all know that.
And I didn't take the COVID shot.
There you go.
So Japan, I want top dollar. I'm on the way.
Wow. Oh, Laura Loomer's doing a live right now. So Yeah.
I don't give a damn about that Jew bitch.
I know.
I used to think she was cool. But then I just started seeing some stupid shit from her. And it's just like, you know what? Mike says it best. Protocol spares no fools.
No.
So, fuck her.
Well, no, she's grifting. She's cashing in. This is a hot topic right now. I mean, it's funny because we were all over it last week. We're always ahead of time. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Here comes the boom, my man saying. You know what I'm not listening. She's having his space about it. It's saying it's a baby trap. And it's like, okay, well, maybe it was a baby trap. You know what I mean? But look, Elon is what, in his 50s? He has 12 other kids. If he doesn't understand how this whole shit works, why is he considered the smartest man in the world? You know what I mean?
He considered the smartest man in the world if he couldn't see that shit. Again, that's why I say it makes me question whether is he really the smartest man in the world, or does he just see good business plays at times?
Or maybe he really didn't think this baby was his. That's a true possibility. You know what I mean? There's, you know, the everywhere you look, there's word about Ashley being generous. You know what I'm saying? So there's that too. There's absolutely that too. So, yeah, you're right. It's just me. It's catty bullshit. It is catty bullshit, you know. So, got to be careful. The most interesting part about that is that Milo talked about watching her have sex with random dudes on his tour bus 10 years ago. Now, he said she's older than 26, but I've seen now 3 different pieces of research, including by redheaded libertarian who has no reason to lie, some other people that are not fans that hate her that have said she actually is 26. That means she was underage on the bus doing that stuff. So we already know Milo has a reputation for dealing with underage people and sexual activity. So that one is going to be interesting. If anybody follows up on that, I hope they don't, but we'll see. So yeah,
I hope they don't.
I hope they don't. I hope they look. Here's what I hope. I hope Ashley gets whatever. I bet. What does she want? And you think 80 mil, 100 mil? She's wanting to check. Look, because I know she has a price. Most everybody does, right? But what do you think her price is on this? She just wants a check, right? What do you think that check is that she wants?
It depends on who's pushing her to get the check.
Right. Yeah.
It depends.
Well, remember, she's from a family that does not enjoy bacon cheeseburgers.
She is.
Yes.
That's why I said it depends on who's pushing her to get that check.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
They pushing. Yeah, if they pushing, I think it's out to, you know.
I'm not saying I disagree with you.
They're pushing because think about it. They're doing this as DOGE is heating up.
Right.
Like, what made you come out like, if you really care about your kid, like you say you do, why are you coming out in public like this? Why? Like, understand the internet is forever. What you're doing right now, if this really is this kid's father, this boy is going to hate you when he grows up. Because you're the woman that destroyed his father. At a point in time where his father was doing arguably the most important work ever in the history of his country. His father's has the ear of the president at any given time, and they're fixing some fucked up shit so that he could live a better life, and you just destroyed that for him.
Well, and that's why I think that they're not going to be able to break him. I don't think she has that power. Like, I don't think people are putting together. That's the president's friend, right? When your president's the homie, no, she could just disappear. You know what I mean? We could find a manifesto or some shit. You know what I mean? We could find just her sitting at X. I'm leaving X for good. I can't take this anymore. Me and my son are going to an undisclosed location. Poof, gone. You know what I mean? Or she could disappear and somebody else run that account, and you would never know. until she didn't show up in public for 2-3 years. And by that time, she's so far gone and so far covered up, you don't know. You know what I mean? They could buy her a little island, or put her on, one of those little lovely islands, and she's poof gone.
Put her inside all I have to do is put her ass inside one of them rocket ships, and who's going to know? Who's going to know that, you know what? I said I was going to populate Mars. You gone.
She's the first contestant on Mars is right.
On Mars is right.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
I love that. So, Pro, we're coming up on it, man. We're a little behind, but I was having fun. Forgive me. I was having fun with you. It's been a busy week. I didn't get to kick it with you like we normally do and catching up. And there was a lot of stuff to get on, tonight. So we didn't even cover everything. But, man, there's only so many little things. I feel like right now it's playing whack-a-mole. You know what I mean? I mean, we could spend 4 hours on DOGE and what they're uncovering and then the bullshit that they're being fed on the other end alone, right? And then what Trump is doing and then Kash. So I feel like we're almost kind of playing whack-a-mole. We're hitting the hot topics, the overview of them, that kind of thing there. So, but tell the folks what you have coming up, man. What do you got going on this week?
Work. I just had to think about it. Just work. I don't have anything, thank God. It's the first weekend in a long time that I don't have anything planned. So I think I'm going to go. I don't think I had nothing planned. I had to double check on that. If that does hold true, then I'm gonna work around the house, and I'm gonna go to the shooting range.
Hell yeah!
I don't get to go down to my shooting range as much, and it's kind of bad when you literally have a shooting range 50 yards from your front door, and you don't use it as much as you would want to use it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and Friday Night Flight is going to be a pretty good show. Working on a couple of people, see if I can get them in. There's a couple of people I'm shooting for. I'm going to see who's going to answer first and
nice
on the show this week.
Heck yeah.
Steady pushing for everybody to go and vote for me.
Got to do it.
Matter of fact, I need to vote for me for today.
Vote early and often.
Vote early, vote often, vote every day. Once a day, it's available for you to vote for me. Protocol for some amazing awards here in the city of Savannah. Like, I don't know, best public servant community leader.
Boom.
You can vote for me for that. And then also Friday Night Flights. What up, J Pylon?
JP's in the building.
Friday Night Flights is also nominated for the best podcast in the city of Savannah. So slide through there, drop your boy a vote over there. Arts and City Life is actually, you know what? Just follow me on X, and I will make sure that I put that link up in just a second. One for the podcast and one for best public servant city leader.
Please do follow my man on the Facebooks, Instagrams, Twitters, or X's, and everywhere else you have lovely social media. I'm excited about it. We got to get Pro that award, guys. You know what I mean? So when he's mayor of Savannah, you can say you helped way back in the day. You know what I mean? When he's that dude, we're making it happen. And speaking of making it happen, we love you, Jay Pylon.
Shouts out to the Oklahoma boys.
Yeah, Oklahoma representing. Yeah, man. Everybody check out Tuesday night Power Slap Time. It's a great channel with great folks. There's a big, huge Power Slap event coming up in a little over a week, and we're going to be breaking a lot of that down. Excited about that. So, and Oklahoma, Oklahoma's own Wesley All the Smoke Drain going to be in there. So, yeah, with football ending, MMA and Power Slap is where it's at, my dude. So, are you available Tuesday night, man? You should come on. Break it down. I'll send you a list of all the fighters.
I don't know. We'll see.
Putting you on the spot. I'm playing.
You are.
I know.
You are,
I'm just having
know.
fun. I'm just, hey, why not?
time.
You know what I mean? Power Slap is one of those things. It's literally like the beer go and get in a beer, hang out, but online. You know what I mean? It's just open. If you can swing by the bar and have a beer and say, what's up? Great. If you can't, no worries. Have a good time with us. So, yeah. Guys, check that out. And then, of course, Friday Night Flights sounding interesting. Excited to hear more about that, know more about that, of course, every Friday night. And then we'll see you Sunday. Sunday's going to be an exciting one. So, yeah, man, that's what we're doing. Thank you guys so much. This has been Rumble on Rumble number 60. 60. Thank you guys so much. Good night.